started my first YouTube video or cosplay cover video. My first video is actually a cat video, so that doesn't count. The first 2 videos are cat videos. The first cosplay cover was released on August 29, 2020. That date is significant, which I will explain later. That was the song Hero 2 from My Hero Academia. You can call me JayCee, which is short for Just Cosplay Sings. As the name suggests, I'm a cosplaying singer, so I just cosplay and I sing. And I also do a little bit of music videos, so I do my instrumentals, I do singing, I write a little bit of my original songs, and a lot of it is centered on anime and video games. When I create a soundtrack, typically it will involve, and I mostly do covers. What I would do is I would learn the original first, and then I would try to reimagine a vibe, almost. A lot of soundtracks I feel quite nice in a very slow, emotional style, or some soundtracks need a little bit more kick, and I'll try to redesign it in a way that I feel will bring up a bit more of an intense emotion, so to speak. I will then get cracking on the instrumentals, so I create most of my instrumentals myself. That typically takes me about 3 nights. It's about 3 nights worth of work because I only have the nights to work on it. And after that, I do the mix and mastering. It takes me maybe another 1 or 2 nights. Sometimes if it's a complicated track, it will take me up to a week to create. Then afterwards, I do the vocals. So I sing and then I put it all together. And then after that, sometimes what I would do is I will start crafting the costume. As the name suggests, it's just cosplay sings, right? So there is a cosplay component to it. I'm not the best seamstress in the world, so costumes sometimes take a little while. It is sometimes some of the costumes, like the Nier Automata costume for 2B, for example, is way above my pay grade, so I order them online. But if I do create costumes, the Lucy costume, for example, in my very first video, the Lucy costume took me about 2 nights to create. Yeah, so to sew and machine sew. And at the end of it still kind of fell apart. Not the best seamstress. But so the costume takes another 2 days. And then after that, I shoot the video and put it all together. It takes me another night or so. So altogether, that process could take up to a week and a half. And if it's a very complicated project, maybe 2 weeks. Not the fastest content creator out there. But yeah, so after that, that goes online. One step at a time, walking hand in hand. So I started learning piano at the age of 6. I think I was probably lucky enough to be born with a voice as well. I won my first singing competition at the age of 6 also. And then after which I completed my piano studies, I didn't do anything else with that. So I did want to pursue music as a career, but I think most Asian young adults will know. Your families will say no. It's not a way to make a living, so to speak. So I let that part of me sit dormant for a very, very long time. I think we're talking about after I turned 30. It was still sitting dormant. So the only times I would actually be singing would be either in the shower or in karaoke rooms. At best of times, maybe someplace in, like those pick-me-ups at bars or something like that. They have like public karaoke. Yeah, that would be the only stage I would do. So that was a good part of my life until after I turned 30. And after that, decided to, for whatever reason, maybe it was the pandemic, go into actually making use of it. Turned into a quiet word. And then And that word grew louder and louder till it was a battle cry. I'll come back when you call me. No need to say goodbye. So the initial part of doing Just Cosplay Sings as a channel was mainly by myself, and after I started, I was getting to know some of my peers, my fellow creators. Then at the time, I believe there were a couple of creators who were still kind of small. We were all small creators then, still small, but we were all just trying to discover our way in the online media world. We kind of helped each other out. So there were some of us who were better instrumentalists, some of us who were better guitarists or drummers, and so on and so forth. We just kind of collabed together and created content in the very early stages of my channel. So you can see some of my collab works, for example, with Ron Rocker, with Ty McGrath, with Music La, and I think Kev Lai as well. There's a couple of other creators who worked together and made content. And as we started to get a little bit more traction, I think then I started discovering my own style. So I started discovering my love for creating very emotional, orchestral sounding type of music. And that's when most of my other projects, and that's also when I started learning how to create my own instrumentals. That's when I started doing more solo projects. Finally hitting that YouTube partner in April was a big stepping stone to, I suppose, yeah, okay, we've now made YouTube partner, so now let's actually kick this in the next gear. And in the same way, watching my peers hit their first 10K subs, 20K subs, 50, some of them have gotten their silver buttons already, which is really cool. Just proves to me that anything is possible if you set your mind to it, if you're smart about it, and if you just don't give up. Being able to share my music with people that I've never imagined I would even meet in this lifetime has been such a rewarding experience. And the amount of comments that I've gotten from people who have said, your music has helped me to heal, your music has helped me to be calm, your music has helped me to relax even in such a crazy, fast-paced world, has probably been one of the most rewarding things ever. There are people who are listening to my music in war zones. There are people who are listening to my music on the battlefield. And if that music brings them even like a moment of peace, that's my dream come true. That's probably one of the most rewarding experiences ever. I think it might have to do with my love for theatre a little bit. When I was younger, they would have school plays and stuff like that. I'd take part, or school choir, and I'd like to be part of the production where we all dress up and sing songs on stage. And that was as a child, right? And I thought, you know what, as I grew up and I started getting into anime, I thought I could probably also bring these characters to life, almost. And it's not a new concept. There have been plenty of cosplaying singers all along, which I discovered after I started this hobby. But it was pretty cool to be able to reimagine something on a screen, which is 2D, to now bring it to 3D almost. Yeah, so that's what I enjoy about that. Oh no! You you don't like being here. You're like, who are all these strange people? Well, sit properly, sit properly. Okay, who are all these strange people? Kat is, she is actually 8 years old today. Yay! It's her adoptiversary. We got her from Cat Haven. We rescued her. I went in there wanting a short-haired male ginger cat. I came up with a long-haired tabby female cat. So it's you don't choose the cat chooses you. Pretty sure. She picked us. She is very, very needy, very snuggly. I actually first started, so I'm going to let you go. Never actually used Instagram or social media all that much before. Excuse me, sorry, it's cafe. Never really used much social media before until I got her and we started a Catstagram page. Yeah, and actually, one of her videos went super viral and some of my friends picked it up on 9gag. So we were like, oh, this cat is actually paying her rent. She just pays more rent this time. Yeah, she's cool. She's probably one of the chillest, the most chill cats you'll ever meet. You can tell by the amount of sniffing she's done around your gear.
Alright, the beat you're gonna clap to is this. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. Allow it to go. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Keep going.
I didn't know anything about idol culture, I must say, when I first debuted. My debut was at a Presoti in Northbridge at a idol birthday event, which had, I think, it was quite small, so I think it was 10, 15 people at most. And I got to know some people there, and we exchanged contacts and just started becoming friends. And then shortly after that, my very first con appearance, I decided, you know what the heck, I'll just sign up and do a con competition skit almost. I thought, why not I incorporate singing into the performance? So I did that. That was Kaiga Con 2021. So that was 2 years ago. And the rest is history. I think most people might call me crazy. I just put myself out there without knowing.
Cinematography had to do it, so I had to do it. It's a really hard song to sing. I'm honestly terrified of it. But all our idols have given their all, did they? Yeah! It went so hard, they gave it all. So now, I am going to have to do them justice. So can we have the last song, please, to close off this Idols Live session together?
First international con appearance. That is in Anime Festival Asia Singapore 2023. So yeah, pretty stoked about that because I think AFA is probably one of the biggest conventions in Southeast Asia. Yeah, it's a pretty significant step. I've always wanted to go international but have been challenged to try to find I suppose this is a stage for it. And finally being invited to perform at AFA is pretty cool. I really enjoy the stage atmosphere, I suppose. Mainly because there is something about music that brings people together. And there's something about music that just makes people come alive. And to be able to spread it almost like a wildfire from just to one person on the stage with a set of speakers to everyone in the crowd, I just feel like you make so many people happy to be able to do that. I know sometimes the songs I sing are sad songs, so I do make people cry as well. but yeah, I really enjoy the energy, just being able to share that with everyone. I think it's pretty cool.
You have a favorite cosplay to wear?
Yeah, Lucy, 100% from Edge Runners. Mainly because the costume took forever to make. Actually managed to create that costume, woo, which has now fallen apart, but doesn't matter, I made the initial costume anyway. And also because the franchise Edge Runners it has a very significant impact in my life.
This is JayCee or Just Cosplay Sings. I'm one of the singers on Growl FM, and you may know me.
Initial concept of Afterlife actually came from my Discord. If you take it back a couple of steps, I didn't even know that there was a competition for Phantom Liberty. Some of my Discord members, which are also admins of my cousin's Discord, my cousin Ty McGrath's Discord, they, I suppose, linked us the competition and told us, oh, you should join. So I said, oh, you know, heck, why not? So Ty and I talked and we decided, yeah, let's write something together. Our Discord members suggested like a Romeo-Juliet kind of concept, and we decided, you know what, let's make it about a girl from the Mox and a guy from Tiger Claws, obviously because they're at odds, both their clans are at odds. It's kind of a forbidden love sort of thing. The way we wrote it was a bit haphazard as well because Ty's based in the States and I'm based here. Our time difference is like 12 hours. So it's his 3 p.m. and it's my 3 a.m. And we just sit down and go, okay, you know what, let's write the chorus first, or let's write the hook first, or let's write this first and that first. And slowly the bits and pieces just came together. Recorded it, mixed it, and then I was actually in the States with Ty at the time when we decided to hit send and go YOLO, that's it. Send it off, didn't think about it, and to be honest, I never even dreamed that this was possible because this was an international competition. We're competing with basically the rest of the musicians from the entire world. How shall I say? The initial competition was set, okay, you write a song, you present us the song, we'll include this in game, and yada, that's it. You know, you get a prize pack and this and gift money. But later on, towards the release of Phantom Liberty, they said, why don't we also do an interview? So we did an interview for them. When they released the song, we also realized that they were going to release in-game lore about us. So they asked us on our opinion on basically the same questions you asked. How did you come up with the concept? Who is it that you're writing about? And they actually put all of this together in in-game lore, and I've seen that lore. They've clearly put a lot of effort and thought into it, and it's such a small part of the game. Imagine the actual game itself, which is why I guess when the patch came out and when Phantom Liberty came out, this is not everyone's socks off because this is a passion project, 100% a passion project. Throughout my YouTube journey, I suppose, be kinder to myself. We're all human, we make mistakes. And sometimes the hardest part about being a creator is your own self-doubt and your own self-judgment. You put all this effort in, you create something, you put it out there, and you look back later when you've improved and you're kind of gone, I wish I had done this better. Or I shouldn't have done that, I shouldn't have said this, I shouldn't have sang it this way, I shouldn't have created this way, and so on and so forth. There's a million ways you can criticize yourself. And sometimes it gets pretty hard, especially if you're a creative person that's like always seeking perfection. You kind of go, you're as a creator, so you know what I mean. But yeah, just be kinder to myself. Sorry, I realized you didn't answer the question. As for Viv, I don't know. We're just doing this one day at a time. No one can really tell the future. And I've done a lot of things this year that I never dreamed of doing. The cyberpunk one was a start. Traveling to Singapore was another one. And my first, I suppose, full production video. It's been my dream ever since I was a teen. Because I mean, growing up listening to Evanescence, you just kind of go, oh, it's just like the sickest song ever. I've always wanted to do it, and now I'm able to do it. And can't wait to see how it looks like. I suppose the people that I've met and the things that I've done, the events that I performed at, doing my own first show, my headline show, Tokyo Rock Fest, for example, was also another thing that I never imagined I would do last year. So I'm actually pretty keen to see what 2024 is going to be like. And I'm just going to stay flexible.
Always in the shadows, I'm chained to the darkness of the curse of love that binds me.
The last part of it, which I haven't recapped, is why I do what I do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you could like talk about that, then
Yeah, I think that's important.
Yeah.
Because we don't know who's going to watch this, and this will be for the benefit of them. Why I do what I do and why I take the chances that I take is because I don't want to live my life with regret. I spent too long living in regret. So this is a trigger warning for those of you who are watching this. It will mention death. On the 29th of August, back in 2017, I lost a friend to cancer. And after that, I spent pretty much the rest of 2017 to 2020 just regretting a lot of things, regretting the way I was. I was not a very nice person back then. I was only working for a lot of materialistic, superficial stuff, mainly chasing the next high, kind of go, make this much money, bought this nice thing for myself, and so on and so forth. And after he passed, I realized, and this is very funny because before he passed, he literally spent every single cent he had buying random crap. It was just like, you're never gonna use it, why? But it's just one of those things. You can't take this with you, into the next phase or the next life if you believe that. And it's just meaningless. So why live your life in such a way that chasing things that don't mean anything? Because at the end, all you're gonna live with is regret. So in the year 2020, I told myself, you know what, that's enough. Stop looking back, no more regretting. I'm going to go forward. I'm going to do what I've always wanted to do, take the chances that I've always wanted to take. If I make a fool of myself, so be it. No, I have no regrets. And some may call me brash, some may call me a bit crazy. But I say, if you have a dream, go for it. There's no one there to stop you.
And no matter where I go, I'll be there in your dreams
Working on it productions.
I've had a big weekend.
We're looking to tell.
Those of you who are watching this, don't forget to subscribe to Working on It Productions. You can find them on YouTube and you can find them on the other social medias as well, like Instagram. They are a bunch of passionate people who are looking to tell the stories behind a creative person and their journey. So don't forget, subscribe and it will be absolutely rewarding for you.
Sure.